What's going on, all my favorite internet weirdos, or as I love to call you guys, my viewers to play later? How we doing today? Having some great paint sessions? Dice rolling your way? Did them paints properly? I gotta tell you, I'm on this kick with the Horus Heresy version 3.0 lately. I'm really enjoying getting back in and challenging myself to bring a different aspect to my wolves. But anywho, speaking of the Horus Heresy, that's right. You know what we're going to take a look at today because you clicked on that thumbnail, the title, and everything else to get here today. Yeah, the stuff from Forge World is back. The Legio Custodes Aquilon Terminators with Firepikes. Oh, big custodes walking around with flamethrowers. Anywho, you know how we got to do this. We've got to get the adulting out of the way before we can play. So first up is a word from our unofficial sponsor.
So there I was, 23 years old, prime of my life. I woke up one morning, looked in the mirror, and my hair was thinning. It was all falling out. It wasn't until I discovered this one solution that changed everything. My first initial thought was, it's gotta be genetics, right? It's not my fault, this is genetic. Go and find out. I'm not the only one dealing with thinning hair and confidence issues. And it was nuts because we started to change everything in our routine.
We started looking at what we were putting in our bodies, what we were eating, how much water we were intaking, and then we started working out and taking care of ourselves, but still something was missing.
But also what we put on our body is drastically important to our skin and hair health. So we ditched all of those chemical fill products. We started using healthy, organic ingredients and took it upon myself to start creating these organic ingredient products to help people. I have a solution for you. Ditch all of those chemical fill products and grab something that's organic, natural, handmade, something that your family will thank you and your health will thank you. Make the switch today.
Great, man. Great company. Seriously, click that link down below if you are into self-care. His stuff is amazing. Been using that, his shampoo, his body wash, beard wash, beard oil, just all kinds of great stuff. Make sure you abuse the ever-loving F out of that viewer-exclusive discount code he gave to you. Alrighty, now let's get the hard part out of the way. We are currently filming this on Thursday, August 21st in the year of our Lord 2025. Over on warhammer.com, which is basically the only place you can find it because it is a resin miniature from Forge World, even though they don't exist anymore. I don't know. Unless you're going to the secondary and tertiary markets, which you can be paying a lot of money for at times. For 3 of these wonderful little Aquilon Terminators, the box is $100. Okay, so just like before with the other Aquilon Terminators I brought to the channel, these guys, when you really, really want to mess up the bad guy's day, boom, deep strike them in, and there you go. Eradicate uprisings and all that fun stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's different ways you can put them together. I mean, they're basically just the same kind of they're kind of monopose. But still, you've got, what do we have here? You got the Firepikes on the right arm and the Solarite Power Talons on the left. So basically, you're carrying a flamethrower and a power fist into battle going, if I don't burn you, I'm going to punch a hole through you in Terminator armor. Or Tactical Dreadnought armor, I guess you could call it way back then. Best part about these guys, even though it is for the Horus Heresy, which I have a massive custode force for, you can use them in 40k, which I also have a massive custode force for because they translate beautifully back and forth. Now, because it is Forge World, you're going to have to do some wonderful things. And I love how they tell you here in the packet about priming and painting, cleaning, and all that. This is the other part I like. That's the day my pack was inspected to make sure everything is in there. Get everything in a warm dishwashing liquid soapy bath. Soak it for 10 minutes. Get like a mild, medium, whatever toothbrush and give it a good scrubbing. Not this, because you might snap something. It is resin. But give it a scrub. That way it's going to help release the releasing agents and anything else, any weird chemicals or whatever that's left on it. Make sure you rinse them all off. Make sure you wash the crap out of your hands. You're good to go. Be careful when you're popping them off the little bars, the sprues, whatever you want to call it, because sometimes it's resin. It has this weird tendency to snap. All right. Inside your box, of course I opened it the wrong way, you're basically going to get 2 of these, which has all your pieces. Now, That's what I'm talking about, like your little sprues. I didn't put the Misericordias on these guys. For some reason, I hate painting them sons of bitches. I just do. They gave you 4 heads. They gave you 3 helmeted and 1 bear if you wanted to go that way. I figured with flamethrowers, granted they have the advanced, genetics, all that fun stuff. I just went with 3 helmeted heads on mine. So be careful when you're clipping. All right, the best time to clip parts off is right after you've gotten them out of that bath because they're soft and supple and easy to manipulate. That's the best time. Okay. You do get an instruction guide, but they are really, really simple. All right. There's basically all your parts for everybody, and there's how to put it together. So you're going to come up with some mix and match version of that. Here's mine. They're all pretty much the same. These guys went together, in my opinion, a little bit better than the other Aquilon Terminators did. Probably because I had that experience, so I was used to, okay, I need to put a little, sausage of green stuff in here that's going to interact with the super glue. And, oh yeah, you cannot use plastic glue on resin. You have to use super glue. My go-to choice is Gorilla Glue Gel. Hands down, period. And I just primed them this morning, even though they've been drying for a couple days, because I really wasn't sure if I was going to go for white to give it a brassy, burnt look, or if I was going to go for the shiny boy look. I went with gold just simply because I can do either way, and I'm okay with it. But yeah, there's number 1. Number 2, like I said, they kind of look the same. All right, it's just a little bit more how much you're going to move the fire pike. You can move it up, down, out, in, whatever. That's on you. This time I learned from the top knots, itty bitty ball of green stuff in the top, blob of super glue, boom. You're stuck, you're good. It's going to harden into basically like cement up there. So there's that one. Now here comes the Chris being Chris. I know, we've all waited for this. There's number 3. Can you tell me what's a little different on that hand right there? So when I originally looked at those, the Power Talon fists, I thought his hand was totally looped over like a fist. And I was like, so why did you give me fingers? Because, of course, I drop it. You can kind of see right there. It tells you put the fingers in the damn slot. I thought it was moved over. When I got on a closer look this morning, I'm like, why are there ridges in there? And then I took a look. I was like, man, I gotta film this video in like 5 minutes. So, where are you, little bastard? Chris being Chris. But yeah. Okay, it's just a shadow. I was like, what happened? Sorry. There was this shadow from the pauldron on there that made me go, what the hell? But I like them. They're big, bold pieces of armor, which what would you expect for like a first generation Custodes Terminator armor? I like the fact you can put them in 30K, you can put them in 40K. It's going to work both ways. It's not that you're spending $100 and if no one in your area is playing Heresy, you didn't just drop a Benny, I'm just saying. Okay. Like I said, they were quick, they were easy to put together. Oh yeah, in case anybody was wondering, that's what was left over of my green stuff. I just pressed it on the base to make a little bulb or whatever. That way when I'm putting the texture paint over the top, maybe a little bit raised, maybe a little bit lowered. I don't know. I really didn't feel like laying down cork. I didn't. Even though I do all of my Terminators, basically like they're there for the Siege of Terra, or they're based out of Terra, so most of my guys have a muddy, concretey, dirty, oily, concretey look. Simply because you're at the palace. That's the whole Himalaya Mountains. That was besieged for how long? So, yeah, the bright boys aren't going to be so bright and shiny anymore. You're going to have soot and other stuff on you, which I've been experimenting with the little dirtier Custodes look. That's just me. Okay, we're at the best part of this video. Seriously, we really, really, truly are. I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, anger, all that fun stuff right down below. Do you do the Horse Heresy? How about Warhammer 40K? Do you do Custodes? They're fun. I know they're a little bit cookie cutter because they don't have a lot of options. But I like the fact with the backstory, They were hand-selected. They passed their trials. They're the Emperor's best friends, his confidants, his bodyguards. The fact that the Custodes, even if they slip to 99.9% effective, they go, whoa, I'm done. Time to go into the Watchers. I just, wow. The fact that there's 10,000 of them, I don't know how many countless of them died in the webway during the Horus Heresy, and Magnus was wrong, but still. Let me know, do you play? What do you think of these guys? Have you fielded them before on the tabletop? Have you fought against them on the tabletop? This is my first chance, seriously, to get Aquilon Custodes with Firepikes. Normally it's sold out. Like everything else in Games Workshop, it's sold out. Billion-dollar freaking company and you can't keep stock. Okay, just kill the bat already, alright? If you know, you know. Alright, best way to support this channel is fourfold. 3 of them, if you've been watching YouTube for any length of time, you already know. Do the like, share, subscribe. Help this channel grow, because we're having a bunch of fun. I know my channel is different than a lot of other channels. One day you will see painting. It's that imposter syndrome where I don't think I'm that good. But still, you know. As I said, and the 4th is leave me a silly-ass comment down below for the algorithm. Anytime we can kick the algorithm in the nuts, that's a good day. But there we go, guys. My quick, weird, strange look at Forge World's Legio Custodes Aquilon Terminators with Firepikes. I want to thank you guys for watching this one. Hopefully you're having a great day today. Hopefully you're having a safe day today. And Emperor willing, one day soon, we'll be rolling dice across that tabletop.